So you go to a trade show and there's lots of kit around, and it's a bit like Marmite. Some of it you like, some of it you don't like. But Atomos is one of those stands where you always find out you like it, because everybody seems to like the Atomos kit. We've got Rob here, who's going to talk to us about 3 of the items that they're showing this year at Provideo. First one's the Ninja. Do you want to give us a little highlight of this?
The Ninja's been out a little while now, so one of the things we're showing at the show is how we can use it with cameras. So what we've got here is a Ninja on a Z5, and what we're showing is how we can actually prime the camera and the Ninja at the same time, so that people are recording in parallel.
Right.
So therefore they've got safety, as well as a high-res version, as well as a low-res version. So we work with two main ways of doing that. One is that we actually work with, say, a Manfrotto or a Bebop, what we've got here. And basically, if I press the record button, the Ninja automatically comes in and actually starts working. So and a lot of people want to be able to record at both medias at the same time. If they don't use a recorder such as this, what we would do, I'll just quickly do this. If I do that, so I'm coming from the camera to the Ninja itself, I can go to the button and just press. Just go, and now we're recording.
Yep.
I'll do that again. So now if I press record, we're now recording directly to the camera and to the Ninja. So we have really good ways of actually talking to both cameras and Ninja.
Which is great, because obviously HDMI doesn't pass that information down, but you've catered for that by having an extra
and this is the reason we put the loop through of the LANC in, so that we can actually give control, because people want to use it as they normally used to use their camera.
That's great. We'll go and have a look at some of the other kit and take it from there. So step 2 of the Atomos tour. What do we have here?
This is our new converter. It's called the Connect. We're using it in 2 ways. The first way is it's a standalone converter. And what it is, we have 2 models, which is one is H to S, which is HDMI to SDI. And also we have an S to H, which then gives us SDI to HDMI. The great thing is, on its own, it will give me 2 hours of conversion. If I put a battery that comes with it, that gives me a whole day of conversion. So that gives me 15 hours of conversion. So the great thing is you can use it anywhere you like, extend cables, HDMI cables, you can run them really long lengths. That's the great thing about it. You can also stack 6 of them together, 1 battery on the top, do the whole lot. It will come with an AC control, an AC power as well, so you can actually run it from AC as well. So a very useful tool. We've added a couple of other things onto it. So the one thing we can also do is there is 3-2 pull down and 2-2 pull down in real time. Both directions will be a part of its armour. And the other thing we also have then is it will do bars and tone. So if you want to set up a unit or a setup, you can actually output bars and tone so everything works. And the last thing is if you hold the 2 buttons down, it will give me a torch, which or a flashlight, and that gives me the ability to look behind the rack. It fits with all the normal batteries, so therefore we can have the small, the large batteries for it to last longer as well.
And these are Sony NPF batteries?
Yeah, this is an MP system, so therefore any of the 570, 770 and the 970 will actually work on it.
And I noticed at the bottom, as you say, it's stackable, so that you can fit this onto the back of something that takes a battery if you wanted to. That's
the other reason we did it. So the other reason is it will also click on the back of a Ninja or a Samurai, and it gives an extra in and out, whether it be a HDMI or SDI, depending on the unit you need, to actually put HDMI into the Samurai or SDI into the Ninja. So some people want that as an option, but they won't use it all the time, but they can actually just put these on. When the battery goes on, it automatically charges the internal battery, but also will power the Ninja or the Samurai, or it could even be a PAG light. It could really be anything. So the Ninja can, the Connect can drop onto anything. So
if that's plugged into something like a Ninja or a monitor or anything like that with that battery,
battery goes through,
which means you could swap the battery out.
Which means I can actually pull the battery off. The battery in here will actually keep the PAG light going. And then I can just put the fresh battery back on. And we've not lost any light or any conversion, and it just keeps on going. So we're giving that continuous power that we get with the Ninja and the Samurai directly to other devices as well as our Connect device.
It's an amazing piece of kit. When will this be available for people to purchase?
We're looking to get this available for New Year. It's good. We're looking at Christmas / New Year, so that's when we should see it on the streets.
That's great. We're going to go and have a look at the Samurai as soon as they're finished showing it, if we can find a slot.
Yeah, we've been busy.
We've been busy.
Yeah.
And we'll come back and have a look at that in a minute.
Brilliant.
Thank you. So we're still here at the Atomos stand. This here is the new Atomos Samurai, due out anytime soon. We're going to get a little bit more information about it. Tell us a bit more.
Well, here we have the Samurai. The Samurai, we get asked a lot of questions of what's the difference between a Ninja, so that's probably the first thing to look at. It's a bigger screen, so it's a 5-inch screen, but it's 4 times the res. So you're actually 800 by 480, so that you've got a lot better. So it's actually a lot better as an EVF. We are looking to add different modes to that. So at the moment we actually got a blue colour just as this prototype here. So we can actually start using it as a proper viewfinder. So that's one of the areas we really want to look at. Especially as we look to do the record, play and monitor. So those features we're looking to enhance.
Sure.
The other thing obviously, it's HD SDI. So coming out of this camera here, this is an EX1R. And that gives me an SDI out as well as an HDMI out. What this does, going back to the control method we were talking about earlier, is if we want to control the Samurai, we get asked this a lot, is it will actually start based on the time code coming through the cable. So we have a little toggle here which says time code to start recording. We can toggle that on and off. So if you're previewing files from the camera, we're not overriding or duplicating files. And when we switch the toggle on, it will automatically start. So as soon as I press go on the camera, it will start to go into record mode. So the other main thing here is it's a playout device. So it gives me the ability to come into my playout and just highlight the clip and actually play it out. So now this is not only playing on the screen, it is also outputting through the HD SDI. The good thing we're thinking about how we sync it with house ref. So if we're coming in from a video coming in, the output of this device will actually then sync to actually the rest of the house, so which is good. So we've really thought about what we actually look and how this is going to work, not just only as a recording device, but also as a playback device.
So obviously the demand for this is quite high. Do we have a ship date?
Yeah, the demand's been great, and after IBC we actually have a lot more demand. We now have a ship date, so we've just released on the website we will be shipping November the 1st to the end user. So they should be actually in the end user's hands by November the 1st.
That's great, and if people want to find out more information about these and the other Atomos products, assuming you have a website, then that they can go to, which is?
www.atomos.com.
Excellent, thank you very much.
No problem at all.
Go to the website, links just below me, find out more about the amazing Samurai and all the other products that Atomos sell, and you can keep track of everything that we're doing at broadcastshow.com.